Hey guys, it's finally spring. Can you believe it? I'm so excited to be here with you guys today and to talk about a really good topic that goes with springtime, and that's energy. And I kind of wanted to talk to you tonight about how you can control your energy. Anyway, I'm Sage, just in case you're new, and I'm a growth coach. And you can follow me at Growing Sage on Facebook. And so what I thought today is we'd start talking about how you can actually choose your energy. So I don't know about you, but when springtime comes around, I feel like I kind of do this because it gets nice out on certain days and you're just like all pumped up and you're like, yeah, the sun's out and I'm so excited and I have all this energy, and you might be in a place like me where there's a time change and that gets you all wonky. But then some days you kind of crash and you're still in that like winter hibernation mode and you're not really sure, how to handle those ups and downs of all that energy stuff. So that's what we're working on today, is how can you actually control and choose your energy, and what a powerful topic to have so that you can keep growing with me. So let's start off with this. I've got a couple questions for you. I don't know if you've thought about this today, but how is your energy right now? How are you feeling? Have you taken time to think about that today? Have you thought about how your energy is? Do you take time to think about that each day? Or do you just kind of ride it out? Well, I would advise that you make time to check in with yourself. That's so crucially important. So just ask yourself that and kind of think about it for a second. How are you doing today? How are you doing? Okay, so now that you've got that set, why is your energy the way it is? Okay. Now you might be thinking about different things happening today or happening in the last few days, and that's why your energy is how it is. So let me just quick throw a really good quote at you. So stress is not what happens to us, it is our response to what happens. And a response is something we can choose. So now let's be clear. I totally believe every single one of us deserves a life that's filled with joy and light and love. We all deserve that so much. So let's figure out how to get more of that. Now, obviously, there might be some of you thinking, well, I can't control the fact that my job is really tough right now, or I can't control the fact that my relationship is really hard right now, or that I'm really depressed about this 20 pounds I put on over this COVID stuff, and summer's coming and I don't want to feel like this. So those things might be popping up in your head. And that's perfectly okay. Because the first thing you want to do is make sure that you're present in why you are feeling the way you're feeling. So it might be a good time to, pull out a journal and start journaling a little bit and see if you can't dig a little bit deeper into those thoughts and emotions. Because maybe you've been so busy you haven't even taken the time to register why it is you feel the way you feel. So let's do that. Let's have you do that tonight. Find 10 minutes and or start your day tomorrow with 10 minutes of journaling and contemplate that and why you've been feeling the way you've been feeling. Now, obviously, we can't control everything that happens to us on a daily basis. And some days we just have awesome days and we wish we could just stay in those forever. And sometimes we have really bad days or a really, really bad stretch of days, and it's not fun, at all. It's not fun at all, okay? And it can really, really suck our energy down. So what do? Well, one of the first most important things to do is to think about how both the positives and the negatives are both opportunities we're being given to grow while we're here on this planet. And even if the day is really tough on you, if you can get to a place where you're acknowledging that these are all opportunities for growth, you're already one step ahead. Even if you can't get yourself out of the emotions, at least you can frame it as an opportunity. That's a big step. Now, don't get me wrong. I think it is crucially important to feel our emotions. In fact, several of us were raised where it wasn't okay to feel your emotions. Or it's okay if you're sad about something, but like get over it. Like now, because I'm tired of like hearing your problems. Or stop crying. You know, and a bunch of us have heard those things as parenting tools and tricks. And I think that's why a lot of us, you know, try more to be perfect and to not, you know, put anything else on anyone else. And we try and just like compartmentalize all of it and hold it inside, is because we didn't ever really learn the skill of showing our emotions, being present in our emotions, and navigating those. And maybe we didn't have the safe space for that. So start now, because you're the only person who can control and change you. Okay? If you're watching this, you're probably an adult, and that means that you can eat dessert before dinner if you want, because you're an adult. And you can also decide, you know what, I'm going to actually start feeling my emotions and just let them process instead of shoving them down and then feeling like gunk for 2 weeks because of it. You can choose that. Now, when we're feeling our emotions, I think we really need to be present in them, and then we need to identify, you know, what we're feeling, and we need to turn that time into some reflection time. So then we can use that to, you know, journal, or maybe call up a good friend and just like say, do you have some space and time right now to just let me kind of unload some stuff so I can hear myself process it? I don't really need advice. I don't really need comments. I just need to like let it go. And hopefully you all have a friend like that you can do that. So once we start processing those emotions, we got to keep in mind that it's valid to feel them, but you always choose when you're ready to move out of them. It's your choice. All of that's your choice. Okay. So a good thing to remember is, as rough as things can be that life can throw at you, and as much as you deserve to process those emotions, you still get to choose how you navigate them, and you get to choose when you want to walk through them and move past them. That's all your choice. Okay. So let's just go to like an example here. Let's say, you know, little things are just adding up. Work is tough. You know, you're really run down. So then you come home and like and at home's not great, because then you're kind of snippy and choppy with people. And so you just like get to bed late every night because your list is too long. And you wake up this next morning, and you just already like, I have to do all this stuff today. Well, you've probably heard this in another video I've made, but one of the first things to do is change your language. So you can say, I get to, okay? I get to, and find one thing. I get to walk on my 2 feet. I get to breathe air. If that's all you can come up with, it's better than nothing, right? I get to, so start your day with that. But then let's say you get up and you go into the bathroom and, oh, weird, the toothpaste is gone. And nobody told you, and there's no more. And you have to squeeze out this tiny little nugget of toothpaste on your toothbrush. And you're not so happy about that. Kind of makes you angry. And then let's say you're, you know, walking back out of the bathroom and it's kind of dark, and you step on the worst, nastiest dog toy ever, and it like stabs you in the foot. Now you're really mad. Okay, no toothpaste, now I've stepped on the dog toy. And maybe a swear word slips out of your mouth, and then you all of a sudden stumble and trip right into the corner of the bed and smack it into your shin. Now you're like, really? really? Is this how it's going to go today? And your energy is just going, bam. Okay, so what do? Feel it. Feel the anger and know it's not coming from the toothpaste and the dog toy and the corner of the bed. It's coming from the fact that you've been run down for several days and you're going to bed way too late and you haven't even reset recently or taken care of yourself. And just be like, okay, so how about you get yourself out of the house and then you get to your car, make a choice. Get your favorite song, load it on your stereo, and hit repeat. And jam to that song, full blast, singing it the whole way to work. Change your energy. Just start small, something little, and change your energy. Because you get to choose to do that. And then be smart that night and do everything in your power to get home a little earlier and take care of yourself and maybe take a bath, read 15 minutes of a book, and go to bed at 8. And even though that's super early for you for bedtime, you deserve to reset. You deserve to rest. Go to bed and feel better the next day. Those are all choices. Now, let's get some real specific tips for you for changing your energy. Again, if you're just joining, I'm Sage from Growing Sage, and I'm a growth coach. And we're talking about how you get to actually choose and create your own energy every day. So, here are some tricks that I use, and hopefully you find one or most of them useful. So I feel like as soon as I move my body and I get the blood flowing and my heart pumping and my endorphins going, I always feel better. So experts say it takes about 20 minutes. 20 minutes of moving your body. So if that's a brisk walk around your neighborhood or you jump rope in your basement, it's 20 minutes. And you can probably find time for that little bit of sweat, which just detoxes the stress. So that's one way. Okay, so another way is find some way to get a few more foods that are from the earth into your body. Okay, stay away from things out of packages, drive-thrus, boxes, cans, all that stuff. And I don't care if it's you literally go to the store and you buy a bag of apples and a bunch of bananas. And then you go home and you make sure that you have 2 apples and 2 bananas that day. Food from the earth is live and it gives you the nutrients you need to calm down some of that stress and to repair and rebuild. And your body will thank you for it, because every time you put something that's processed with additives and preservatives in it, that's just making your body more toxic. And then that just, it's like it feeds the stress. So another one is, and this one I think you're probably going to find, like me, that this one is one of the biggest ones, and that's rest and recovery. So I don't know why as adults we think that we need to pack 50 more things in and sleep is like the last thing on our priority list, when really it should be our first. So basically, if you didn't know this fact, adults are supposed to get from right around the 8-hour mark of sleep. Okay, minimum 6, but at least 6, but 8 would be better. So did you get 8 hours last night? Or the night before? Remember this. That's when our body repairs and restores and rebuilds. So if you short yourself on the 8 hours, you're waking up broken. And then every tiny little thing that is stressful is going to chip away at that brokenness. Whereas if you wake up feeling whole and rested, then you don't have to worry about it being able to chip in as easy. Now there's other ways to recover, and I'm sure you've heard of some, and maybe you have a few of your own, but just a bath or a nap, or here's a big one, time to yourself. That's got to be a priority. It's got to be a priority in your home, in every relationship you have. I don't care if you've got a significant other, kids, pets. Time to yourself, okay? I don't care if it's 10 minutes. Lock it all away, shut the door, make a deal with your husband, do whatever you need to do, quiet time. That's how you're gonna reset. And I don't mean go through the 75 lists on your phone during your 10 minutes of quiet time. I mean, shut that stuff off and give yourself some time to reset. And then also just have, times throughout the month where you have a few hours to have me time and where you can do something for you that's quality and feels good. Now, obviously, I would throw hydration in there too. That is also a big key, because when you're dehydrated, your brain doesn't function as well, your muscles don't function as well, your coordination is worse. So we've talked about moving your body, foods from the earth, rest recovery time for you, hydration. I like to go to the most important to me, and that's find a way to get out of my own head and like worried and stressed about myself, and do something nice for somebody else that doesn't expect it and isn't expecting anything from you in general. So maybe you carry a box in to a front porch for your elderly neighbor, or maybe you write a little thank you to somebody who's been nice to you lately and drop that in the mailbox. Just find something to get outside yourself and to express love and gratitude to somebody else. Another good tip is just to sit down and journal. Sit down and journal, why you feel the way you do, how you want to feel, the intention you want to put out there, and how you want to sort out your energy. Those are all really good skills as well. So let's talk about what happens when stuff is really stressful, when it's really yucky, when it's really hard, when it's really bad, and those times will come up. So here's a little nugget for you on that. Your best choice is to try and focus on the present moment, even if it hurts. But stay in the present moment and take care of yourself the best you can with the things I said above here, and really try not to project out what's going to happen 5 hours from now, what's going to happen tomorrow, what's going to happen the next day, because you have to be able to put out an intention and a prayer that the universe, it has the ultimate, the best plan for you. And in that, you have to have some grace and some peace for yourself. And make it through each minute, each hour, the very best you can, and just have grace for yourself. So those are all ways that you can improve your energy. Move your body, fuel your body, hydrate your body, rest your body, recover your body. Also do something kind for somebody else, or journal your energy or thoughts, or just stay in the present moment and do the very best you can while you have some ease and grace for yourself. Now, I hope those are some good tips for you that you can work on changing your energy, and go back to thinking about how you felt, how you answered the question when I asked you, how are you feeling right now? And what was your answer? And can you use any of those strategies to help you improve your energy tonight? So speaking of improvement, how about a little challenge? How about a little springtime challenge, right? So here's my challenge for you. I'd like you to challenge yourself for the next 3 days. You can start today or you can start tomorrow. It's totally up to you. 3 days. I would like you to make your energy a priority, make your presence in your energy a priority, so that you can make a conscious choice and intention. And I would like you to pick one small thing that could improve your energy for the next 3 days. So I'm going to just give you a couple. Go to bed earlier. That would help most of us, right? Go to bed earlier. Eat more fruit. Did you know that fructose in fruit pretty much fixes everything? It's one of the most wonderful things your human body could ever have. Okay, fruit. Eat more fruit. Choose to do something nice for somebody else. 3 days in a row. or go for a walk around your block for 20 minutes for the next 3 days in the fresh air. 3-day challenge. Can you choose to put your own quality of life and your energy first for 3 days and make sure you find something to do for yourself? I bet you can. I bet you can. So I hope that you've gotten a little of like some cool energy out of this Facebook Live tonight and how to be present in your energy and change your own energy. I'm so happy that you joined me. Again, I'm Sage from Growing Sage, and I'm a life coach that specializes in growth. And you can follow me here at Growing Sage. You can follow me at Growing Sage Journey on Instagram. But if you're looking to do a little more growing and improving your energy this spring and you'd like somebody to help you, I've got your back. Again, thank you. I love spending this time with you. I wish you the very best on your 3-day challenge, and I can't wait to see you next week. Have a good night.